Hey guys, it's Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, thank you for finding us. If you want to give us a sub and a thumbs up and a comment and all that fun stuff, it would be much appreciated. I'm going to jump right into this video. I'm really excited. Eureka has made their announcements for February of 2023. There's actually two films I'm hella excited about. One is a classic Hong Kong film. One is a classic Japanese movie that I am considering very seriously reviewing on the channel, even though this is a Hong Kong cinema channel. I have reviewed Taiwanese films on the channel before, and people were totally fine with that. So I think I might try to pick this release up and review it too, because I'm just hella excited about it. I love Japanese cinema. I lived in Japan when I was in college. I studied like Japanese cinema, art, architecture, history, literature, like all that stuff. So my undergraduate degree, for anyone who's interested, is in art history and Japanese. So that's basically what I studied. So let's jump right into this video. The Hong Kong title that will be released on the 20th of February, 2023. This is so exciting. They released a teaser image on Facebook and people were going crazy for it. But already the fan culture is hella excited for this release. It's Magnificent Warriors, starring Michelle Yeoh and directed by David Chung. So let me read you the little description here. Following on from the success of Royal Warriors, David Chung and Michelle Yeoh teamed up again, courtesy of D&B Films, for this much-beloved kung fu actioner inspired by the success of the Indiana Jones franchise. So if you watch this channel regularly, you'll know I've talked about this kind of subgenre of Hong Kong films that were inspired by how hugely successful the Indiana Jones films were. And it's almost divided into subgenres of subgenres, because you have action films like this and Operation Condor and Armor of God, excuse me. But then you have like horror, black magic type of films with strong Indiana Jones elements like Mortuary Blues, like The Seventh Curse, like Holy Virgin versus the Evil Dead and stuff like that. So the Indiana Jones films, like from everything I can gather from looking at films that were influenced by them, were huge in Hong Kong. Michelle Yeoh stars as a daring secret agent during the Second Sino-Japanese War who intervenes in a characteristically explosive fashion to defend a remote mountain town from occupying Japanese forces. A classic trope of Hong Kong cinema, defeating the Japanese. We love it. One of Michelle Yeoh's most popular titles and featuring some of her most memorable action sequences, Magnificent Warriors also stars Richard who is, I've been calling him Richard Ng like my whole life, and then I interviewed Frank Zheng last week and he was calling him Richard and so that's another thing I've been mispronouncing really heinously, and I apologize for that. Richard Shaw Brothers veteran Derek Yee, and Lowell Lowe. Fully restored in 2K with the film's original theatrical ending, Eureka Classics is proud to present the film on Blu-ray for the first time in the UK. So this is what you get with this. Limited edition O-card slipcase featuring new artwork by Darren Wheeling that is limited to 2,000 copies. 1080p HD presentation on Blu-ray of the original theatrical cut, including the film's original theatrical ending previously cut from most home video releases. From a brand new 2K restoration, Cantonese and English audio options, both in their original mono presentations, optional English subtitles newly translated for this release, brand new feature-length audio commentary by Asian film experts Frank Zheng and Michael Worth. You know I love them. I love them together. I love the dynamic. I love what they both bring to the table. And guess who else is on here? A brand new feature-length audio commentary by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arna Venema. Hell yeah! So it's got all the best shit on here. Ooh, and a new interview with Richard. Hell yeah. So there's a new interview with John Shum on Royal Warriors, and so Magnificent Warriors will have, and John Shum and Richard I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm trying really hard to get it right, but in my ears it sounds strange because I feel like I'm doing it wrong, but I'm trying. John Shum and Richard are the stars of the Pom Pom series, which is I absolutely love. I reviewed the first one on YouTube, and I've been reviewing the other ones as Patreon exclusives. And the two of them together, because they're in the Lucky Stars series and they're in Wheels on Meals and stuff like that, they're so funny together. They crack me up so much. So to have new interviews with the two of them across these two releases is really exciting for me. And then Low, an archival advert featuring Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh. What? That sounds awesome. Archival interview with action choreographer Tung Wai. Trailers, reversible sleeve design, a limited edition collector's booklet featuring new writing by James Oliver. Limited to 2,000 copies. So that is the Hong Kong release. That is Magnificent Warriors. That is Michelle Yeoh and David Chung. That is coming out on the 20th of February, 2023. And what else does Eureka have in store for you? I said classic Japanese movie Hideo Gosha, who directed Sword of the Beast. Fuck yeah, if you're a fan of samurai films and you haven't seen that movie, go see that movie immediately. It is badass. It's actually in the Criterion Collection. I think on DVD. I don't think there's a Blu-ray of it, but he's like one of the great kind of pulpy, violent, nihilistic directors of that era. This film is from 1974 and it is called Violent Streets. One of the finest directors of Japanese chambara, so those are sword fighting films, Hideo Gosha, who directed Sword of the Beast and 3 Outlaw Samurai. That's another one that's in the Criterion Collection, and I believe that one is actually out on Blu-ray. Also directed a number of films in the Yakuza genre. The most outstanding of these was Violent Streets, a Baroque crime thriller about a retired Yakuza who gets pulled into a violent gang war by his former associates. A former Yakuza member, Egawa, who's played by Noboru Ando, is now brooding world-weary nightclub owner. Some of his former associates are released from prison and want to regain a foothold in the criminal underworld by igniting a gang war between the local Yakuza and an out-of-town clan led by veteran actor Tetsuro Tanba, who is in Harakiri. A bold and colorful entry in the Yakuza genre, Hideo Gosha's Violent Streets makes his worldwide debut on Blu-ray with a new restoration completed by Toei, which is, the Japanese studio. So that's exciting. Limited edition slipcase featuring new artwork by Tony Stella. There you go. Okay, Times Square Kung Fu, get your vibe on because Tony Stella is doing Eureka. 1080p presentation on Blu-ray from a 2K restoration of the original film elements, optional English subtitles, an introduction to Violent Streets, and the works of director Hideo Gosha by film critic Tony Raines. Hell yes. I loved the Tony Raines stuff on ShotScope Volume 1, and he's also on the Come Drink With Me release, which I think is behind me somewhere right there. I've been loving the stuff from him I've been seeing, so that's super exciting. Jasper Sharp on Violent Streets, and a collector's booklet featuring a new essay by Japanese cinema expert Tom Mace, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, and I apologize. So, Violent Streets, Magnificent Warriors, classic Hong Kong cinema, classic Japanese cinema, an exciting month, February of 2023, for fans of Asian cinema, fans of Eureka, fans of boutique Blu-ray labels. These will be Region B releases, of course, because Eureka is a UK company. So I'm thinking pretty seriously about getting Violent Streets as well. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. I do like to run that by everyone before I do. I reviewed JSA, the Park Chan-wook movie, and I did ask beforehand, are people cool with me reviewing a South Korean film? Just because I was geeking out on Park Chan-wook at the time, honestly, and I wanted to do a video talking about him. And I have reviewed Execution in Autumn, which is a Taiwanese film, Rebels in the Neon God, which is a Taiwanese film, a couple other things like that. Joseph Koh set, obviously, these are Taiwanese Hong Kong kind of co-productions, and Joseph Koh is from Taiwan. So anyway, my name is Wills, Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. More exciting releases from Eureka. They're releasing Royal Warriors in January, Magnificent Warriors in February. If we're following that pattern in March, maybe we'll get In the Line of Duty 3, maybe In the Line of Duty 4, maybe both of them. I don't know. It's just a really exciting time to be a fan of these films. I thank you so much for watching as always, and we will see you next time.